What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Friday morning to all of you, coming off a nice winning day yesterday. As you can see, I'm wearing my Ski Life shirt, sending out love, huge amounts of love and strength and positivity to the Profit family going through a tough time right now. The Profit family is our family, and sending love to our guy, Ski Profit. Much love to you through this tough time. Our guy, Ski Profit. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. Friday, June 28th, coming off a big winning day. 6-2 in MLB, 1 in CFL, and lost in WNBA. But Ron Walsek, my guy Ron Walsek, sent me a sent a message on the Late Show, and I hadn't made the bet yet. And what I should have done is I should have taken the other side. Something we saw Loshak do at times when he felt he'd made a mistake. I had made a mistake, and I should have taken the other side. I did not, but I didn't bet it. Still, we nailed that football game. Absolutely nailed it. Babano got with the Bombers cover. I got the Eskimos team total under, which was a casher. All field goals for those guys. Everything goes their way. It's situational, and we can do that so well in certain sports, and I seem to have a more difficult time doing that in baseball. But the Eskimos have their way with two weak defenses, although the Alouettes' defense has improved. Weak defenses in the Alouettes and the Lions at home, and then they go into Winnipeg. The number one offense in the league, Eskimos, go into Winnipeg. It's sold out. Very tough front seven with the Bombers. Good secondary. And all they can do is kick field goals, and we hit our under. It was a good day yesterday, but Fridays are a tricky day. They always seem to be a tricky day. And just because I'm coming off a 6-2 day, that just saved the horrible day Wednesday. So need to stay very, very focused and hammer this 14-game card. There's no Red Sox Yankees as they are in London. We have 14 baseball games. We have 3 WNBA games, and we have 1 CFL game, and that is our action. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Red Girl, first in the chat. Good hustle, Red Girl. Jeff Joseph, my guy Jeff Joseph, Jimmy, in early this morning, leaving for the North Country for the long weekend. Beautiful. Says, my 2 plays for the plate are Skywire and Desert Ride to Philly. Girls have done very well in this race, as we know. Holy Helena. Okay, I'm going to copy-paste Jeff Joseph. That will help me for my studying. I haven't fully decided exactly what to do. I have more studying to do for the Queen's Plate, but I'm going to copy and paste my guy Jeff Joseph. And he's got another one here, doesn't he? And my best bet on the card is the 3rd race, Red Cabernet. Oh, Jeff, thank you for sharing that, my friend. And I am coming back to Toronto shortly, so I will be in touch with you, Jeff. All right, there is Jerry Beatty ready to go. John Fiddleson, Stephen Dollery, Cobra Sports 609, Dom Ricci. Love Dom Ricci. Love all you guys, but Dom has a special place in my heart. Can't wait to party with you in Miami. Dom Rockstar. We got Louis Greco ready to make some cash. The bartender, 401 last 2 days. Keep it hot. Keep it hot. Eddie Euler. Hey, guys, hit a 16 MLB parlay yesterday. Thanks, Jimmy and the Baggers, for the help. Nice, Eddie Euler, 16 MLB parlay. Man, I think there was some really good capping. I really liked what we did with the Arizona-San Francisco game. Just being weary. I wish I had have trusted the lefty because of Giants' weak lineup. And these lefties, these PCL lefties with 6 ERAs, something happens. They can be throwing 88, 89, and if you haven't seen them before, they can shut down an MLB lineup. Carlos Peroj in the house. Art Hayes, my guy Art Hayes. Yu Chang Yu. Love the Diamondbacks. Let's go USA Soccer. Today we got Brandon Lugo. Coco Bongo. We got Christopher Carter. Eskimos wide receivers need practice catching. They dropped 5 straight easy catches. They did not look good. They did not look good, Christopher Carter. Rich G says, I counted Tampa Bay team total over 4.5 as a loss. That magical 3-run 18th inning, yes. And I got that win, which I needed. I pushed the first 5, got the win full game. Needed that very much. Jason Turgi ready to go. Gerardo Hernandez ready to go. We got Drew Daddy. Rod Zawacki. Robbie Tops. Buzzo TV. Elliot V. Ron Crawford. DJ Big Boss. Big Boss will be joining me. I don't know from where. Who knows where Big Boss coming from? but he will be joining me in 43 short minutes. Jim Rome's a douche ready to get to work. Oh, and DJ Big Boss hit the under full game with the Bombers, 2-1 CFL this year. I'm 4-2. I'm 4-2, but this game is tricky. I'm leaning Alouettes with the points, but I'm also, I don't know, we'll break down the game together. All right. Chris Postal ready to go. Vaughn Burgess. Don Reed said, going to be listening in the car today, but I'm hearing Soroka was iffy. He was starting when he was hit on the forum. I went with Mets first 5 run line -0.5, -110. Mets team total over 3.5 and over 7.5. Thank you for sharing. There's our guy, Cody AV, representing Van City, my guy. All right. Eddie Euler, Quebec Nordiques, Burnaby Joe. Yes. Who doesn't love Burnaby Joe? Gary Horvath says, grabbed LA Dodgers over 8.5 in the second inning live at +450. Wow. Wow, Gary Horvath. That's got to be the... And then you hit that bet you cashed that by 13 runs. That's a great look. Ben Sports pick 24/7. PD picks Ty Clinton. Tomarino Tomor, whom we've missed. Said, I think there's good value with the Storm. They've been a different team at home. Lean over. Sky not playing good defense. Thank you for sharing that, Tomarino. I've only capped that first WNBA game, the East Coast game, the Liberty game. But I'm going to put that here, right here under Jeff Joseph and Dom Ricci's action. Here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get to work, team. Brian Watson said, Jimmy, been at many funerals lately for family and friends. When you're 65, you lose a lot of them. Yeah, that's tough, Brian. It's just a part of life. You know, it's just a part of life. But there's Shadow. Shadow says, still here. Still here. Shadow fights. Cheers, low baggers. 3-4. Yes, they missed 19 probably by taking Vegas, LA under 150. 8-0 in CFL so far. Shadow. Oh, my God, Shadow. There's Neo Money. Michael Ervolina said, heading to Vegas now. Put 2K on Team USA. My buddy, first time listening, Bobby Flood. Bobby Flood, welcome. Michael Ervolina putting a big boy bet on Team USA today. Bobby Flood, welcome to the show. Oh, Rod Zawacki, Rod's 10-star play of the day. Padres under first 5. Under 5 first 5. 10 for 10 this year. Padres first game off a road trip. Interesting. I love it, Rod. I'm going to copy and paste that. There's Mississippi Kid. Mississippi Kid joining us, getting ready to work. Okay, we got to get working now. We got a ton of games to go. So I'm just going to copy and paste Rod Zawacki's action. El Duque ready to go. Vaughn Burgess. El Duque on Cubs, Mets, Phillies, Padres, Diamondbacks and under. Diamondbacks and under. Texas under and Angels. Okay, going to copy and paste that. All right, getting my copy and paste on. There we go. Kevin Pine, Dave Paddock. Polo this, polo that. Antoine Seymour. How about them Dodgers last night, first 5 full game? You know, I pushed 3 bets, and one of them was the first 5. As you guys remember, I took it on the -1 line for a better spot. So I mixed it with the -0.5, -1.5. So that ended up being a push. Wow, Von Polo! Look at that! Von Polo, see, that's the cycle of life. Brian Watson talking about being at a lot of funerals lately and about family members over 65, and then Shadow comes in and says, still here fighting, and then Von Polo says, just found out me and my wife are having a boy. I'm so excited, Jimmy. That's it, and that's what is so special about this show. We start this show out by giving love to Ski Prophet after he is going through the very difficult time of losing his mom. Then we come through capping and excitement for Friday. And then we go through that whole cycle of life. Man, this is special shit. I love you guys so much. Joseph Gomez says, Jimmy, aim for the head. Let's get to work. And Von Polo, that is wonderful, wonderful news to start our Friday. Von Polo having a baby. Man, congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Oh, no, Bobby Longwood says, Jimmy, my wife raised our life insurance policy from $250 to $500 behind my back. Oh, no. No. Who gets life insurance these days? Man, I insure nothing. DJ Big Boss giving a shout out to Shadow. Eric Johnson congratulating our guy. And there's Dave LA says, stick with the Angels. I'm close to making Rockies reverse run line plus 295 in max play. Wow, Dave, that's exciting. That's exciting. That first 5 over was a nice casher with the Angels and the A's. We did some really nice work. And I know when we put up my baseball record and it's down 20 units on the season, you'll be like, well, you're shit at it. But we did some nice work on that Angels game. I was telling you that Tanner was going to get touched. We talked about how good he looked with that first start with his battery with Bo Taylor. Now he was getting Fegley because the other team was starting a lefty, and they have no history together. And Tanner's not that good of a pitcher, and Tanner Anderson got touched. Don Corleone said, Jimmy, I got another big boy bet today. 15 units on Detroit, Washington under. Okay, that would be a... Kevin Pine is worried about our friend Poppy Longwood. All right, okay. All right, we've got to move forward. Okay. Elliot V says, I got some good stats on the Mets game. Fred 179 saying Copa America, Venezuela versus Argentina under 2.5. And Von Polo says, thanks for the congratulations. We are all family here. Can't wait to see you guys in Miami. And there's Julian Cesario, too, fresh off his movie debut, the big movie he had debuting in Hollywood. A bunch of the guys went out and checked it out. Love that so much. And Shadow says, thanks all. May go home later today. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get on Gerardo and saying my prayers to ski. My mom passed almost 4 years ago. It's so tough. It's so tough, Gerardo. It's so tough. And that's why we have this capping together, bringing in the light. Let's focus on the light and let's move forward. Guru Sports Bet, what up, baggers? How about the play of the day again? 5 in a row. Love it. Okay, let's get to work. Let's start with the Indians, Orioles, 88 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 4 miles per hour. Oh, the record, sadly. Sadly, Rafa, I do have to throw up that record, which did improve yesterday. Oh, God. All right. There's going to be a plus sign one day. One day this year, I believe. Okay. Indians, Orioles. Okay. Orioles 9-30 at home. John Means, Clevenger, both pitchers coming off the IL. Clevenger is only throwing 60 and 2/3 innings. He's looked dominant in those innings, 29 Ks. John Means, the only good thing about this Orioles squad. David Ellis says, I can't believe the first 5 total is 6 in Nats versus Tigers. Give me the under. I'm going to copy and paste that. Copy and paste that right there. Okay, sorry. Got to stay focused. And I got to move fast. I've gone a little too slow. We have too many games. There's Daryl Lyles in the house. Okay. Indians begin an 8-game road trip. Remember what Dave L.A. said to us at the beginning of this month? He said, bet on the Indians every day. They are 15-6 in their past 21 games. I took them, was it Wednesday morning? I took them within the last 48, 72 hours to win the division at plus 1,100. Clevenger, returning from the injured list, he missed 1 start due to a sprained ankle. So we're not talking about a shoulder or arm injury. Clevenger had just come back from a muscle strain in his back, though. So he's been battling injuries all year. Terrific against the Orioles, 4-0, 1.80 ERA in 5 career starts. Means missed his last turn in the rotation, shoulder strain. In his only start against Cleveland, came on May 18th. He allowed 3 runs, 5 hits, 5 innings. All right, let's take a quick. Dave L.A. says, auto bet Indians every day. You are now plus 10 units. Art Hayes liking Baltimore plus 0.5 at home. Gary Horvath says plus 1,000 units by the end of the season. I don't know. Just 1 unit would be fine. Just plus 1 unit would be fine in baseball. All right, let's take a look and see what we are dealing with here. We're going to go full game. I'm at sportsbookreview.com. Clevenger Means. So Clevenger opens up at minus 170. Now minus 183. Means, and let's go. Sorry, I don't have the totals up there. My fault. And the total opens up at 9.5 and now goes to 9. I think there's a lot of volatility here in this spot. Christopher Comentini says, how can we not go with the Indians here? The only way you can't go with the Indians is value. Are you getting it here? Because you're going to have to take a road team that's 1 game over 500 away. Let's see what Ron Crawford's spreadsheet's saying. 71% Washington, 61 Cubs, Dodgers, Cleveland, and 63 Mets. Wow, okay, well, the spreadsheet is on it. So, I'm not going to take the Indians on the money line, so you'd have to take them on the -1 line. I guess I could understand that. Let's see what that would make. So if I took No, it's a minus 184. It's the best you can get on the run line. Let's see what you get on the spread here. You're just getting a minus 106, so you can't really even do that. You'd have to take them on the run line like Daryl Lyles is talking about. Robbie Top says 13-3 Indians versus Baltimore. Rich G likes Indians O's first 5 under 5. Tom Marino says big line, but it's hard to see Baltimore winning. Eddie always says Means has been Baltimore's best pitcher. I guess, okay, so what I'm just going to say is this. Simply put, yes, the Indians should win this game. But you have Clevenger, who's pitched 16 innings this year, going against the best pitcher the Orioles have. Now, maybe he's susceptible because he's coming off the IL. But I'm not going to take a road team at this big of a favorite line. It's just not conducive. And then I would need to take a minus 1.5, and I'm just not going to do that. So from a total perspective, it opened at 9.5, now 9. And Dave LA says, take Indians run line, don't hesitate. Eddie Euler leaning Cleveland, Baltimore under. That's what the market's saying as well. All right, I'm not going to start with that. I'm just going to start with that as a lean. Let's keep rolling. So have they announced Sean Reed Foley? They have. Okay, so we have Royals, Jays. I was surprised to see this line move in the Jays' direction, although the Jays have been playing well. But it's easy. I shouldn't say easy, but the Jays tend to step up against the Red Sox and the Yankees. They fight harder. They play up to the level of competition. I'm a little concerned about them here with the Royals coming to town in a sleepy day. Royals is 12-28 on the road. Blue Jays just 13-25 at home. 79 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 7 miles per hour out to right center. And Dave LA saying if Means won't help, the bullpen will get you the RL. I get that. I may make a move on it. Viper NB in the house. Thank you for joining us, Viper. We got Duffy on the mound. 3-3, 4.48 ERA, 1.35 whip. Sean Reed Foley's pitched in 4 innings this year, and he's looked bad. AAA Buffalo, he's looked bad there. You know, we were excited about Sean Reed Foley a couple years ago, and that excitement's gone. In AAA Buffalo, 51 walks in 69 innings, 8 home runs allowed, 5.87 ERA. I'm with Herman Aparicio. I like the Royals here, and so does Elliot V, and so does Dave LA. Viper MB parlaying all his picks with Women USA Soccer to advance. That's exciting. Our guy Michael Irvalina on his way to Vegas right now to put 2K on them, so I'll be cheering. I like the Royals here. And let's just take a look at what the bullpens have been doing quickly here. And I'm going to use SBR odds to do that. Go head to head. And here we go. Bullpen. Kansas City's bullpen is bad, but Toronto's has gotten worse and worse. Remember, Toronto's bullpen started out well, and now it's just trash. But Royals have been trash all year. You know, I think that the volatility increases if I take the full game. Yes, they're terrible. 9-30 at home. Ron Crawford saying, take a look at the Baltimore record at home. There's Juan Ruiz in the house. And Parlay Poppy. What a video from Parlay Poppy. I hope he's okay. In the desert with a very hot woman. Sometimes you can't come back from that. Sometimes you're like, this is where I want it to end. All right. Andy Harris, welcome. Says, what's in the cup, Jimmy? I got water and coffee. I agree. And Dave LA saying also the over is free money. Let's take a look at what the total's done here. The total opened at 9.5 is now at 10 at Pinnacle. Still 9.5s on the board. You know, I just feel a little uncomfortable. There's Jorge, don't play. Lance LaRose. I get why you guys like the over here. But and the roof's going to be open, which is going to help the over. Christopher Comentini ready to go. Royals, Blue Jays. Well, first off, I'm going to take the Royals first 5. I'm going to focus on not trusting Reed Foley here. So first 5, I'm going to go first 5 money line. This will be the first play of the day that I lock in. I'm getting plus 101 at 5 dimes and bookmaker. Royals, first 5, plus 101. That for sure. Cassius Thomas says, Jimmy, would you take the Cubs with super run line minus 2.5? We will get to that. We will hit that. Jorge, don't play, said Jimmy. The Eskimos got left out in the cold. Yeah, good. Edmonton, Don't like the Eskies. Although, I'm a Warren Moon fan. I liked them 30 years ago. Coco Bongo says Jays Royals is trying to not pick the ugliest girl at the end of the night. Dave L.A. says the over in Toronto is 60% or better. The market's telling us it's going to go over. Let's see what we get on just a Royals team total. I'll go with the over, but because these Jays have a 709 OPS versus lefties. That has improved. Let's see, team total here with the Royals. Where is it? Sorry, that's the National League. Over 4.5 at -119. Over 4.5 at -119. Eddie Oilers says, I don't like this leaning over under 3-0-2 Duffy's last 5 starts versus the Jays. I think that these bullpens are so bad that this over makes sense. And the roof's open. The ball will be flying. It's a beautiful day there. 7 miles per hour out to right center. Okay. All right. I'll take the over. The market is telling us that. Pinnacle leading the way with the over. You can still get a 9.5 at Bookmaker, Bet Online, Heritage. Heritage giving you the best line, as is Intertops. 9.5 at -115. All right, I'm in. So I'm on Royals first 5 and full game over 9.5 -115. Eddie Orlick saying overs 8-2 in Blue Jays last 10 home games versus left-handed starter. That's a nice stat. Chris Postal liking the Jays team total over. Guru Sports Bet says Jays have been bashing. If you play over, take the game, not just the Royals. Okay, let's book it. Let's book it and move forward. Braves, Mets, Soroka, DeGrom. 85 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 9 miles per hour out to left center. Also, we have the pitcher batter stats too that we can hammer and go through as well. Why don't we just make sure that I have them up here quickly? Here we go. Sorry, I don't have them up right now. All right, I have them up here. Let's just quickly go over those first few games, see if that pushes us in any direction. Batter versus pitcher. Against Clevenger, they don't touch him. Very small sample size, 214 average, 540 OPS, very poor. But better numbers against Means. They're 5 for 19 with 2 doubles and a homer. All right. Against Duffy, very small sample size again. 11 at-bats, and they're 0 for 11 against Duffy. And no one's seen Reed Foley. Okay. Elliot V says, I'm on Atlanta heavy today against Soroka. These guys don't touch Soroka at all. 41 at-bats, 8 for 41 with 2 doubles, 1 homer. Eddie Euler says Braves Mets looks like a 3-2 game. Against DeGrom. These guys have okay numbers against DeGrom. 221 at-bats. 54 for 221. They're batting 244 with a 398 slugging. So a 699 OPS. Now that's bad overall, but that's not bad against DeGrom. Eric Jones says Mets win. Tom Marino says I'd lean first 5 under. Let's take a look at what the market's done here. Here we go. Braves, Mets. The total opened at 7.5. Juice to the under. It's now juice to the over. Interesting. Do you guys feel like Soroka's coming down to earth a little bit? DeGrom and the Mets opened at -145, being a 5-cent move towards Soroka. Dave L.A. says, give me the Braves. Keep the hopeless Mets down. Braves win this game. Better team overall. Christopher Comtini says Soroka over a 5 ERA. I think that for any 21-year-old, that this is the time of the season, right before the All-Star break, where you have to feel some fatigue. That's what makes the MLB so difficult, that 162-game season. Carlos Dominguez in the help. Yes, I love it, Carlos Dominguez. I love it. Sup, Jimmy? Yesterday hit the bookies in the gooch with Tampa run line Angels, Arizona. Attaboy. Oh, Gas Station Sushi says fade Bagoki Larry. Gas Station Sushi, OG low bagger, man. Bagoki Larry. Take the Jays money line. Interesting. Anil Frank liking Mets first 5 full game. Chris Postal says DeGrom gets rocked. Tom Marino says Soroka is the kind of pitcher that should regress now that teams have seen him. I think he pitches well, but I see Mets getting at least 2 runs off him. Josh Nordsdijk says, Josh Nordzik says Mets trail Ron Crawford easy. I like that. I agree. I think that there's an edge to the Mets first 5. But you're dealing with DeGrom, and you're expecting the Mets bats to come alive. Let's see what we get first half. I do think that Soroka's going to come back to earth. Oh, you'd have to take a -0.5. Is that worth it? I don't know if it is. I really don't. -0.5 and -110. Viper MB saying DeGrom gets no run support. Jared Trader liking Braves money line. Art Hayes says Atlanta got bats. Mets bullpen trash. DeGrom gets rocked. I don't want to take the Mets to have to win the first 5. I don't. Let's talk more about this. So, Atlanta, best record in baseball, 18-7 this month. 4.5 games up in the division. Soroka tossed 2 scoreless innings in the Braves' 4-3 10-inning win over the Nationals before exiting. Hit on the right forearm by a pitch. 3-0 with a 1.96 ERA and 3 starts for some Mets. The Mets are a disaster. Dave L.A. saying, don't do it. Mets lost to Philly in that. Oh, man. They're 3-8. They've blown multi-run leads in each of their last 5 losses. Drew Daddy says Braves way better overall. Dave L.A. saying stick to the better teams with the Braves. DeGrom allowed 2 runs over 6 innings. DeGrom 7-6, 1.88 ERA, 19 career starts against the Braves. All right, I'm not going to make a move. I'm not going to make a move. But I'm just going to put the lean right now at first 5. Okay. Alex Mabry saying Soroka's going to load those bases today. I think Soroka can get touched early. Yeah, Christopher is saying ride the hot team. And Drew Daddy saying too much juice to back a poor Mets team. And Yellow Jesus says I don't bet into losing streaks. All right, let's keep rolling. Rangers, Rays. Do we have a starting pitcher and a market yet? Oh, it is going to be Trinos. That's what we thought. Okay, let's go to full game money lines and totals here. All right, Tampa, Texas. Oh, that's first half. Sorry. Here we go. Tampa, Texas. The total opened at 8.5. Now at 8. And a big move. I mean, but how that move? I was waiting for this to come up, and it came up at when 9:26 a.m. at Pinnacle. Pinnacle opened Texas up at +133. They're now at +120. How do you not back the Rangers here? You have to back the Rangers here. Have to. Okay, have to back Lance Lynn here, don't we? Elliott V on Texas money line. Rangers hitting 264, 804 OPS versus righties. Rays coming off that marathon 18-inning game. Tampa should be exhausted. Yes, I agree with all of this. I think we should take the Rangers early and often here. Lynn got touched for 4 runs in that first inning. 4 hits and 4 runs on the first inning. Then he retires 19 of the next 21. Now we're all going to be on Texas. Is that concerning? It's the Rays that are at home here. But is that concerning? Julian Cicero says definitely Texas money line. Jin Rummy in the house. Love seeing it. Says Mets open -109. Please help yourself by skipping Mets anything below that range. Wow. Where did they open up? I'd love to see where they opened up at -109, Jin. Let's see, because at Bet Online, they opened up at -145. Oh, but they got down to -110. Wow, at 233 yesterday. Wow, interesting. So Bet Online. So, but not the opening. But if you picked them at the perfect time, which would have been 2:33 p.m. So it's not quite opening. Let's see what Bet Online did with them. New York Mets. Pinnacle opened them at. Wow, Pinnacle opened them at -109. Wow, interesting. And they were at minus 116 this morning. And then late money. Wow, very, very interesting, Jim Rummy. Thank you for the heads up on that. I did not know that. Okay. Dave LA says fade Twins. Oh, but look at Twatty Latte's on the Mets minus a half, first 5, minus 115. And Twatty's on the Rays. You know, LAV saying Tampa will throw in the towel. Shadow says, I'm on Texas full game money line. Yeah, Pinnacle, Jin Rummy. Wow, thank you for the heads up. I had no idea. Boogie Lover Q says, sometimes the play is obvious. Big Ragu says, go again, Tampa today. Sometimes those kind of victories bring your team together. I know it's so obvious. It's it's uncomfortable. When everybody is backing it and Shadow on it too, it's. Drew Daddy says Rays might use that momentum from yesterday. Oh no, Big Ragu says against Tampa Bay. Okay, sorry. Shout out to our guy Big Ragu. You know, I'm going to take. Cassius Thomas says, would you take a prop for the Braves game? Braves batters versus Mets batters. Who would you take? That's tough, Cassius Thomas. What is your expectation of Soroka? I mean, that answers your question. Because we know the Braves have the hot bats. So I guess I'd probably take the Braves bats. Because if you can get through DeGrom and get to the bullpen, you're going to smash. Viper MB says, take Rangers team total over. Elliot V says, Tampa and the Mets will both lose by 3 or more runs. And Shadow also took the Mets first 5 minus a half. Wow. I kind of like that look too. I think that, but okay. Let's stay focused here. Yeah, I guess the Rangers is just, it just seems too, sometimes it's easy plays. I believe Guru said. Let's see what you get. Full game Rangers plus 121. Trenton Claxton says take Texas first 5 money line. I think I'd rather have them full game, Trenton, and can't wait to party with you in Miami. But Trenton, my idea is that if they're going to get tired, they might have momentum early. Joe Rich Mears, Atlanta first 5 team total over and over first 5 team total over 1.5 cash at Atlanta. That's his play of the day. Nice job, Joe Nisi, coming off a 4-1 in one day. Can't wait to compete with all you guys in the DJ Big Boss contest at SBR. All right, so sorry, we're taking too long on these early games, and I've got to move forward. I'll take the Texas Rangers full game. They've won 5 straight, but I have to admit I am a little concerned. Plus 121 at Heritage. And Jin Rummy will be shaking his head at this line move, but this line move happened so fast, I guess I was capping the other games. Robbie Top says, according to the deeper stats, Texas being the luckiest team by far this year. Interesting. Rod Zawaki say, Braves game a trap. Why the Braves dog in this spot? No, Josh, the tank play is not in. All right, PD Pixie, yeah, let's keep moving. Nationals, Tigers. Let's get in it. Nationals, Tigers, full game, money lines and totals. Here we go. Sanchez versus Norris. Washington opens up at minus 154. There's been an 8-cent move towards the Tigers. Norris opens at 10. It's moved up to 10.5. I guess that has to be with the Nationals bats. Let's see what they've done against each other. Here we go. Only Gordon Beckham has seen Anibal Sanchez. Interesting. Only Gordon Beckham and barely anyone's seen Daniel Norris. Okay, so those stats are worthless. Joey Vang says, what was the taint yesterday? Yes, the taint yesterday was the Brewers minus 1.5, and it hit. Okay, and Eric Jones agreeing with Rod Zawacki. Edward Sandoval liking the under first 5. There's my guy, Jonathan Succi, in the house. There's Corey Simmons ready to get to work. Okay. Nationals are hitting 285, 851 OPS versus lefties. They're smashing lefties. Norris has not looked very good. Tigers are awful. Dave LA, Nats versus Detroit, first 5 under 6. I like that. Tigers have lost 7 straight, 11 of 12. They've lost 20 of their last 22 at Comerica. For the first 3 of the 6-game homestand, they're just so bad. these Nats, or Norris going against the Nats for the first time. Sanchez pitched for Detroit for a while, but he's looked very good of late. Guru saying Norris going to get touched. Torment says, I'd lean over Nationals bullpen, still trash, and Sanchez pitches to contact. Not a good style pitching in hitters' parks like Comerica. Nationals have won 8 of their last 10. Rockstar, big lean towards the Nationals. Let's see that first 5 under. First 5 totals. 6. That's so high. Again, you could have got it at 6.5. 6 is so high. Wow. 7 runs in those first 5? Really? Anil Frank says, I'm on Nats. Jim Rummy says, need under 11 at minus 111 or better. Wow. Let's see. And did this game hit 11, Jin? Let's see where. It opened at 10 at Bet Online. Let's see what it did at Pinnacle. Yeah, it opened at 10 at Pinnacle. Wow. Gary Horvath liking Washington first 5 full game. Neil Frank saying the Nats smash lefties. Neil Frank liking Nats first 5 minus a half. Okay. I have some interest in that first 6. I mean, I would prefer just focusing on the Tigers. What are they first 5 team total? Tigers first 5 team total 2.5. Wow. Tough. Okay. Got to make a decision here. Got to keep moving. Tomino saying Nats with Turner and Rendon. Healthy, hit lefties hard. Hard not to like the Nats here, but there's been a market move towards the Tigers. A small one, but a legitimate one. Strange to see that. Washington traveling. Detroit stayed home. All right. Dave L.A. says, where did it open at 6.5? Here we go. Sorry. The first half total opened at 6.5 at Bet Online. Why don't we take a good look at what it did there? Okay, we're going to go to Bet Online here. Yes, it opened at 6.5. It was at 6.5 for 57 minutes. From 7:15 a.m. this morning to 8:12, and those are Eastern times. So at 4:15 a.m. your time, Dave. Open at 6.5. Under was minus 120, and it lasted there for 57 minutes. Alex Mabry saying Tigers stink. Hello, Eastside Roller says Tigers not yet too much traveling for the Nats. I don't want to go against that market move. I guess I feel more comfortable with the under 6 in the first 5. So I'll make that move now, and I'll keep an eye on the market. I can understand why you guys like the Nats here. I mean, the Tigers have been absolutely terrible. Okay, first 5 under 6. I'm getting minus 109 at Pinnacle. Coco Bongo says, don't be afraid, Jimmy. Thank you, Coco Bongo. Okay, let's keep rolling. Bookie Lover Q says, Nationals know they have to win. They're not tired from playing and kicking it in Miami. Hello, Eastside Roller said, money moved against the Nats significantly. I think they can make a run as well. Carlos. Yeah, and, you know, a lot of things that we have different cappers preaching different things in the chat. And Jim Rummy says, you know, you're just not going to win consistently going against market moves. And I have no problem doing it in hockey, but I consistently win in hockey. I'm not going to do it in a sport where I don't. All right, let's move on. Cubbies, Reds, Hamels, Gray. Gray's not looked as good lately. He certainly hasn't, and Hamels is rolling. But again, are we going to take all these road favorites all day? Let's see what we get full game, money lines, and totals. Cubbies, Cubbies opened up at minus 110, a 7-cent move towards them. This total opened up at under 9, minus 120. It's now under 9 and minus 113, a 7-cent move towards the over. Q Wilson says Magnum PI can't help Detroit. Cubs are hitting 257, 792 OPS versus righties. They overcome a 5-run deficit. That was nice, easy over for us. They get Craig Kimbrell to come in and close the game down. They got to be feeling good about themselves. Hamels 11-1, 1.91 ERA, 1.03 WHIP, 17 career starts against Cincinnati. Reds are just 248, 719 OPS versus lefties. Hamels, look at Hamels' June. Dave LA says Cubs and under. Hay says Cubs, Cubs, Cubs. You know, I get the Cubs and under. I get it. My only concern is what if these Cubbies jack up Sonny Gray? That's my concern. I think Sonny Gray's not looked good lately. Let's go over why and what. So Sonny Gray, 5.40 ERA, 1.45 WHIP in June. Last start, 4 1/3, 4 earned runs against a Milwaukee team that wasn't hitting. He allowed 2 home runs in that start, 2 home runs in the start before. Nice, Jonathan Succi. Love it. Okay, I go to the Cubs probably a little too often. And remember, this is a team that's just 15-21 on the road. Eric Jones taking the Cubbies on the -1 line. Let's see what difference we get there. Interesting. Thank you for that heads up, Eric Jones. Wow, it's a pretty big difference. That's a pretty big difference. Okay, I'm going to go with Jin Rummy says fair line for me, Jimmy. Thank you for... God, I love having Jin in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna jump on the Cubbies on the -1 line with Eric. But I also, I feel like they have an advantage first 5. And maybe instead of doing that, maybe instead of taking them on the -1 line, maybe instead I double up and take them first half and full game. Hamels is throwing so well right now. That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to do it. But I like Eric Jones. I like the way you're doing it too. Tom Marino says I'd lean first 5. Their bullpen. Corey Simmons says I like Mets first 5. I did too. I got talked off it, Corey. And then Twatty came in and said he was on it. Shadow came in and said he was on it too. I like it too. Torino says Cubs are hitting right now. They have good pattern. I like it too. Okay, I'm going to double up this way. Although I like the way you're doing it too, Eric. I'm going to take Cubbies first 5 minus 119, and full game just on the money line. Oh, I'm going to see Drew Daddy's Gypsy play here in a second. I'm going to take full game money line at -115 at Heritage. Full game. All right, beautiful. And the Gypsy play today is 1-0. And going back to Cubs -1.5, I love it. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste that. Brian Watson has a good point. Does any team have a bullpen? Isn't it nuts what we're seeing right now? It's crazy. Okay, copy and paste that. Done. Okay. Well, let's keep moving because we're going to be joined in 5 minutes by our guy, DJ Big Boss. And I wonder if I should turn that Mets first 5. You know what? I know they're the hotter team, but Jin Rummy says I shouldn't go against this big market move. Let's see. I just want to see quickly what did Pinnacle have that first 5 at? And if I'm not gonna, I can't. It's just too stupid. If they had it at like -110. Pinnacle not showing me the first 5 money line. Oh, here, yeah, sorry. So Pinnacle opened Mets at -119. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not doing it. Sorry. My fault. My mistake. Should have taken it earlier. Mr. Gokster says Japanese baseball also having pen issues. Thank you for that, Gokster. It's all around the world. Christopher Commenting saying Loshak on the Mets also, yeah. Drew Daddy says, what's your hurry, Jim? Wait till afternoon show. Yes, we got lots of work to do then. Okay, you're right. Let's keep rolling. We're gonna have to talk a bit about CFL and WNBA after Big Boss's segment. So let's talk Phillies Marlins. Velasquez Hernandez. Phillies are hitting 239, 735 OPS versus righties. Not a lot of power from against righties, and also they're 16-21 on the road. Marlins are hitting 237, 652 OPS versus righties. Alex Malbury saying Sonny Gray gets run support. Rod Zawacki says take the Mets, bro. I can't at this point. I can't. If I wanted them bad enough, I should have taken them earlier. It's my fault. Marlins are 5-1, 5-3 when these two pitchers met on Saturday. So I don't have enormous. So Hernandez still, what? Does he still not have a major league win? First career victory still. 0-7, 4.54 ERA, 9 starts between 2018 2019. So he rejoined the Miami rotation mid-June. He's 0-2 with 3.78 in his past 3 outings. I actually trust him. I trust Eliza Hernandez more than Vince Velasquez. Velasquez was also not starting, but he's 4-2 with a 2.90 ERA and 12 career starts against the Marlins. Rich G says, I like Marlins team total over. Eddie Euler, Starlin Castro 0 for 12 last 3 games. Torino says, I'm on the Phillies at -1. Just saw Hernandez and they're hitting. They have momentum. Guru says, Velasquez so bad leaning over in this one, but you never know what you'll get with these bats. You know, let's take a look at what the market's done with this. So full game, money lines and totals. Here we go. Philly, where are you? What's wrong? Oh, here we go. Okay. So Philly opens up at -146. They're now -139, a 7-cent move towards the Marlins. This total opens at 8.5, and it's now at 8. So, yeah, I do like the over. But again, I'm just not going to go against the market move. Twatty Latte liking Phillies money line. Coco Bongo's on the over 8 in the Marlins game. Poppy Longwood saying Velasquez is trash just like the Marlins. Tormino says Phillies got swept by the Marlins. They will be focused. I just don't trust Velasquez at all, and I never will. Tormino says Velasquez wasn't starting because they moved into the bullpen, which has been garbage. Okay, I didn't see it quite like that, but that could be it. Dave LA says Phillies are so pumped for this series. They face nothing but right-hand pitchers. Phillies run line team total over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wow. And you guys know who's going to be there the next time the Phillies come to Miami? We are! Betting with the bag, low bag summit of champions in Miami. Friday night, we'll be there. Drunk. All right, Phillies, Marlins. You know, I don't trust Velasquez, and I'm never going to. There's no movement on that fastball. I guess Tom Marino, I'd be more comfortable taking the over 4.5, but I don't even know if I should do that. Elliot V says Phillies roll. Tormino says he's solid. Lance LaRose liking the under. Eric Jones liking Philly money line. I'm going to leave an L right beside a lean towards the Phillies. If this market's going to keep moving in the direction... Well, Pinnacle's not moving. Why is that? Let's see what Pinnacle's doing. Yeah, Pinnacle's not moving at all. Pinnacle's actually taking money towards the Phillies. Okay. All right, I'll take Phillies on the -1 line. I'll take Phillies on the -1 line. Because Pinnacle's not moving in that direction. And Pinnacle's the book I want to know exactly what they're doing. All right, so I'm getting a -138 at UWager. Money line is -138. And the run line, -1.5. Aloha Eastside Rolla says, liking Marlins. Christopher Comatini says, easy 2-team parlay, Phillies money line and Cubs money line. But Christopher Comatini says, can't trust Velasquez. Ty Clinton says, let's go Philly. All right, spreads here on the full game. Sorry, here we go. Spreads. All right, here we go. Oh, that's not a big, well, it's big enough. Big enough to give me a better line. +120 at 5 times. -1.5. +120. You know, let me just put that in the calculator real quick and see if that's even worth doing. So that's what? -138 and +120. That gives me a -108. Dirty Will liking the over. So do I, Dirty Will. But the market's moving towards the under, and I just don't want to go back it. Dave Elliott says, if you think the Nats beat the Marlins bad, the Phillies are going to kill them. All right, I guess I'm going to take the -1 line. Take it from a -138 to -1. I don't know if that makes a ton of sense, to be honest with you. Is that worth 30 cents, forcing them to win by 2? You know, it's not. Young Suave says, what's the tank play? We don't know yet. Coco Bongo says, I think Phillies put up 6 runs today. All right, I'm going to, OG Wham saying, ski life. Yes. Giving our love to ski today in a big way. All right, I don't think it's worth it. So I'm going to take out that +1. I don't think it's worth 30 cents. TJ says, haven't been able to catch the show. Just stopping by to show love. Much love to you, TJ. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'm not going to take him on the -1 line. That's not a big enough difference. I'll just take him on the money line, -138. All right. And maybe when I bet it, if I don't get the -138, then I'll put it on the -1 line if there's a big enough difference. Brian Green liked the Philly over. So do I, but I'm just not going to go against the market move. We'll talk more about it on the late show. All right, so we have some games that we haven't hit. We have Pirates, Brewers, Archer, Chassin. That's a tricky one. We have the Twins, White Sox. Do we know who's pitching for the White Sox at this point? Chicago White Sox? Because we didn't this morning. Where is it? We still don't know, unless you guys have some inside information. I don't know. Then we have the Mariners, Astros. Do we know who's pitching for the Mariners at this point? We still don't know that, so that's off the board. Then we have Dodgers, Rockies, Ryu, Sensatella. I believe our guy, Big Boss, will be talking about that. We have Athletics, Angels, Fires versus Ramirez. Cardinals, Padres, Waka, versus Lauer. And then the Diamondbacks, Giants game, Kelly Anderson. So we got enough work done. Big Ryu says, Jimmy, what size shirt you wear? Ooh. Sounds interesting, Big Ryu. I wear an extra large. Okay. Let's bring in our guy. Where's he coming from today? That's what I want to know. Let's bring in our guy representing Long Beach, California. Let's bring in our guy, DJ Big Boss, on this Friday morning, bright and early Friday morning in Los Angeles. Big Boss, how you doing?
What up, though, Jimmy? Man, I don't know. This ain't good enough. But I told y'all, man. It's a Big Boss event. The DJ Big Boss MLB contest over on SBR, man. I mean, I did rap battles in the past. I did all kinds of shows and parties, man. I can't do it unless I do it big, man. So Jimmy told me, he said, boss, SBR got you. They putting up the $200 cash prize. And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's DJ Big Boss event, you know? So I was like, man, I'm going to reach in my pocket. He told me don't reach in my pocket. I'm pulling out some money, and I'm trying to find one of these beautiful trophies in here to add to the winner. That way, when the winner win, they had a trophy and the money. They could almost go professional right there. You know, they got all the proof in the pudding, and they did it on the SBR form. So, you know, I'm just over here trying to figure it out. Y'all tell me in the chat from what y'all see right here in the store, what y'all like, man. I mean, you know, we could go big. We could go with the crystal over there. We could go that big. But, you know, this is one of my other trophies right here. You know, I don't know. This one might not be good enough for this one because this the real deal. We already got over 150 people in there. Look, if you haven't told nobody, if you got a friend or somebody out there that's like, hey, man, I'm not really a gambler, but I like to bet the games or I like watching it. Hey, tell them this is your opportunity. Come on over to the SBR forum, sign up for the DJ Big Boss MLB contest. It's only 3 days left. It starts July 1st. And, you know, it's real easy to sign in there, you know, no money out your pocket. Tell them sign in, have some fun, join the chat, bring up some comments, and we're going to do it real big. Now, I'm just starting with this trophy right here. Now, depending on how many people get in there, even though Jimmy told me stop digging in my pocket, Jimmy, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I'm a boss. But, you know, I might dig in my pocket some more to put up even more prizes depending on how much participation we get. So, Jimmy, do you got a friend or somebody? Is anybody in the studio over there, the custodian, anybody not in the contest?
You know, the custodian here and we have a language issue where I don't know what she is saying and she doesn't know what I am saying, but she should be in this competition. I will, without, force, I will make sure that she's in the competition. We do have Freddie Fortune. We do have Lucrative Larry. Rafa, are you going to be in this one? Rafa's going to be in this one. I'm going to go out. I'm going to make sure that they're all in. And I like the Crystal Trophy. Man, that looks nice.
The Crystal Trophy looks nice. I don't know what the price tag on it, but I might have to get some magic sliders to get this up out of here. But let's talk baseball. Also, just in case y'all didn't know, there's a bounty on me in the contest. So if you're in the chat and you feeling however, I back boss, I fade boss, it doesn't even matter to me. Okay, jump in the contest. There's a bounty on me. If you place above me, you get 200 points on the SBR network. So the stakes has been raised twice now. I might raise it again 3 times. All I'm asking y'all to do is come over and get in here. So I'm going to get into some games today, and y'all can figure out if y'all can beat me or not, because I went 2-0 on the last show, and I'm not bragging. I just got lucky. It was contrarian plays. Sometimes you just feel it, and you got to go contrary, and you hit. But today, broke it down again. Let's go into this Sandy. Oh no, that's the wrong day. Let's go into St. Louis, San Diego right here. Now, everybody's piled up on San Diego for the win. The issues I've seen in this one that I could just point out right here is that the batting. Okay, so San Diego bats are ranked 22nd. St. Louis bats are ranked 23rd. Then St. Louis OBP versus lefties is .288. San Diego's OBP is .304. So let's go over to the pitching matchup. We got Wacha and Lawyer. Now I've been burnt with. I've been looking for an over out of Lawyer before and got under. I've been looking for an over out of Wacha before and I got under too. So let's take a look at them. Now Wacha, he has an OBP of .369. He's 5-3. He's 2-1 in his last 3. And then we got Lawyer. He's been kind of struggling a little bit, but he has a little better OBP. So he's a .319 OBP. He's 5-7, but he's 0-3 in his last 3 starts. So when I go deeper into the games right here, both of them played on the 21st and the 15th of June. Now, on the 15th of June was a bad day for both of them. So on the 15th of June, Wacha, he was playing the Mets. He went 4 innings, got touched up, 7 hits, 6 runs. Now, Lawyer, on the other hand, 6-15, he went 2 innings, got touched, 10 hits, and gave up 5 runs. Now, I say I draw a line through that because Lawyer was playing Colorado. Wacha was playing this shaky Mets team. So I'm going to draw a line through that. So when I drew the line through that, it leaves me with some good performances from both of them. That was a game before the last. So that means they've corrected whatever they did in that game. It was a fluke because Lawyer came back last game. He went 7 innings, 5 hits, only 2 runs. Wacha last game, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. But the line was up there about 8.5. It touched 9. It did a whole bunch of different stuff. So I looked a little deeper into it, and I'm looking at the first 5, and I drew my line again through the first 5. So in the first 5, last out, both of them only gave up 1 run. Okay, so and at the end of the day, we're looking at a game where might not be a lot of scoring in the first beginning of this one right here, and I'm gonna jump on the under first 5. And it's -110 at Heritage right now because I don't think that I think they're gonna play tough at the beginning, and you also got a bullpen issue over there too. St. Louis number 9, San Diego 23, so that could tear up the game for a full, as far as going over full game. So I like it first 5 under 110 at Heritage. What do you think about that, Jim?
I like it. I really do. I think Walker can have a nice start here in San Diego. Everybody loves this mound in San Diego. We already know that Rod Zawacki, this is his 10-star play of the day. This is his favorite play of the whole day. Is this first 5 under. If Rod likes it, you like it. Twatty Latte says, I love Padres offense. It wouldn't. I know that Walker's been terrible this year. 5.59 ERA, 1.67. But I believe it was Anil Frank. Was it Anil Frank who said, I think it was Anil Frank who said, sorry, where was it? Oh, yeah, he said San Diego can't hit righties. St. Louis can't hit lefties. And they both have no power in that situation. Look, Cardinals, 229, 713 versus lefties. Padres, 243, 728. OPS versus righties. 6 runs? 6 runs is a lot. Hopefully we get that Marine layer to come in. And we know we can't trust this Cardinals offense. I'm going to jump on it with you. I'm going to take the first 5, under 5. Let's see what we're getting here. First 5, under 5. Go to totals here. First half totals. First 5, under 5. I'm getting a minus 106 at Pinnacle. First 5, under 5, minus 106. Bookie Lover Q says, Padres got a day off, need to win today. Cards bullpen is batting practice. I love it. You terrible. South Indian says, shout out Big Boss, sounding informed. Big Boss, I'm tailing your first play. What's the second play on the docket?
So we're going to go after this Arizona-San Francisco game. We've been here before with this one. Another mismatch right here, bullpen and batting. So bullpen ranking, San Francisco's 5, Arizona's 14. Batting ranking, Arizona's 10, San Francisco is 30. So we got a nice little offset. And remember, we're looking for volatility. It's just like the stock market. You're looking for stuff that's moving around and doing stuff, and then you have to find your spot in between that. So let's go over into the picture right here. So we got Merrill and Anderson. Now Merrill 7-7, 1-1 in his last 2. Anderson is 1-1 in his last 2 as well. Merrill's really, even with his his 7-7 record, he's still an under guy. His last three outs, he all went under. He has an OPP of .303. He did a good job his last 3 outs, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 6 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, which was a little up there. And then 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs. So, he's a little trustworthy if you look at me. Then you got Anderson over here. OBP is .313. Last out, he went 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Before that, 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Before that, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. So both teams have been able to keep it down right there. And I'm really leaning the over in here. So I need your help on this one. I don't know which one to make official. So I really like the under in this game right here, but I also like a side in this one. I kind of like Arizona in this one. Arizona's on the road, and San Francisco reminds me of basketball season when you have those teams that are really trying to do well, and they go in the game and they go down by 10, and then they try their hardest. They climb out of that. They get it down to 5. You turn around 2 seconds later, and they back down by 10. And this is the same thing been happening to San Francisco in the last few games. They've been coming in trying to do their part, put up a couple runs early, and teams come back and get them at the end, or they play a tight one. I think they got to be out of gas of trying and not coming up right now. Then the next 2 games they got Baumgartner and Pomeranz coming, so it might be scheduled down the road to get this win. I could see Arizona going up 2 games on this one after the win last night. I could see them going up 2-0 on this one. Definitely not going to sweep them in this series right here, but 2-0, they'll put their foot on their neck a little bit. So I like Arizona money line minus 105 at Heritage right now. I mean, great value for a team that can, they can hit the ball a little bit. They can put some points on the board, and a San Francisco team that's just struggling to find identity and having problems actually putting everything together and getting out there and getting it done. Plus, Arizona is 3-0 versus San Francisco in 2019. Arizona is 25-19 on the road, so it's a better road team than the home team right here, and I like Arizona on the money line to go up 2-0 in this series.
I like it. I agree. The Giants' bats are so bad. I mean, if you have Posey in a horrendous slump, then who's going to do anything for you? I mean, Brandon Crawford just doesn't do enough. I mean, if you go up and down their lineup, it is not enough. And the Diamondbacks, I like Anderson. I think Anderson's going to be a good pitcher in the show. And Merrill Kelly stepped up in a big way in his last few starts. He's, an experienced guy after 4 years in Korea. I like your Diamondbacks. I think this move makes sense. Eddie Oilers says Diamondbacks haven't won their last 8 after allowing 2 runs or less in their previous game. I like it. Let's see what the market move is being. It looks like a slight one towards the Giants. Let me take another look here. Giants. No, a slight move towards these Diamondbacks. A 5-cent move towards these Diamondbacks. That play makes sense to me. Hello, Eastside Roller says, yeah, Diamondbacks are the play. Mr. Gokster likes Diamondbacks first 5. Brian Green says Arizona is a toss-up. My guy, I don't know. I just feel like the Giants bats are just asleep. And the Diamondbacks, for whatever reason, are much better on the road than they are at home. The Giants are just shitty everywhere. Ninja 13 says San Francisco Giants always win on a Friday, though. I think this play makes sense. I'm just going to leave it as an L right now, as a lean. I would like to look more into it, see what the lineups are, but at this point, I agree. I think the Diamondbacks go up 2-0 in this series. I'm going to jump on it with you. I'll jump on both your plays. Minus 105 is what I'm getting at Bet Online. Diamondbacks minus 105. I mean, this lineup of the Giants is absolutely atrocious. And what if Lamb gets hot? What if these guys get hot for the Diamondbacks? We've already seen Ketel Marte ripping the leather off the ball. I'm tailing both of the plays. Twatty Latte's taking Diamondbacks over 3.5 team total. That cashed for me yesterday. But I'll take the squad. So I'm tailing both of our guy Big Boss's plays. Diamondbacks money line minus 105 and the Cardinals Padres first 5 under 5 at minus 106. Big Boss, great work, my man. Great work. Tell us one more time about the big contest and let us know where we can find you on Twitter.
So it's the DJ Boss MLB contest on the SBR for catch me on Twitter, BIGGBOSS. Got something really special coming up on my Twitter at about 9:45 today. Give me 8 minutes of your life. You'll enjoy it. Pull up over there and we'll have some fun. I'll be live in the chat when it comes out. And shoot, let's get it, man. Still not determined on which trophy I'm gonna go for, but it's definitely gonna be something nice. We definitely gonna have some fun. If you have anything, questions or stuff with the rules or anything, just hit the help button or contact me. We'll get it done. Just enjoy y'all for having me, man. Have a good weekend. It's Friday. Live your life. Have fun. And remember, 6-piece, 1 sauce. That's Mando.
There's our guy, DJ Big Boss. Join the contest. I'm in the contest. You're going to know almost everybody in the contest. A lot of bragging rights on the line as well. There's our guy, DJ Big Boss. So we have a lot more work to do on this baseball card. A lot more work. The Indians minus 1.5 is a lean. And it's just a lean at this point. I just feel like I might be asking for a little too much. Let's just go back to it quickly. Full game spreads and totals. If I took the Indians on the minus 1.5, it's just, maybe it's the play. Maybe it's easily the play, but I'm just going to leave it as a lean at this point. I'm on Royals first 5 plus 101. The full game over 9.5 at minus 115. Royals Jays. I'm not going to take the Mets first 5 minus a half. If I had taken it 2 hours ago, it would make a ton of sense, but I didn't, and I'm just not going to take it with a 40-cent move. I'm on the Rangers plus 121 against the Rays, but it makes me uncomfortable. I do think the Rays could get momentum off of that big 18-inning win. I'm on the first 5 under 6 Nationals Tigers. I'm on the Cubs first 5 and full game. Minus 119 first 5, full game minus 115. I'm on the Phillies money line minus 138. I may turn that into a minus 1 when I bet it. And then we haven't talked Pirates Brewers. We need to find out who's starting for the White Sox and the Mariners, so we can't talk about that. And then the Sensatella Ryu deserves a lot more time, and we just haven't given it to it. My guy Gary Horvath says, love this card today. 18 parlay will hit today. Looking forward to hear who that is. Can you let us know? Neil Frank saying Sensatella going to get touched. Took LA Dodgers team total over 6.5. So we got more work to do on this card. Now, I know we've gone long, but we do have to touch on these football games. We have Alouettes Tigers. Tiger Cats, excuse me. Alouettes, Tiger Cats. And there's no 13s on the board anymore. And, you can feel fat and happy after a giant win. And that's what happened with the Tiger Cats. They just absolutely destroyed. Thank you, Twice. It's good pick on the Tigers game. I love that. Tiger Cats are coming off a 64-14 beatdown of the Argos. 600 yards of total offense. And the Alouettes have had a week off to prepare for them. There's Rez Mob in the house. They've had a week off to prepare. I really feel like the Alouettes are capable of keeping it closer. So the Alouettes are missing linebacker Bo Lacombo and Taylor Loeffler. Glenn Love will take Lacombo's place. Cranston will start in Loeffler's spot. That makes me a little uncomfortable, but they've had a week to put it together. They're also going to have Greg Reed in the secondary in place of Marcus Cromartie, who's in the one-game injured list. I don't like that stuff. Now, Adams Jr. is coming in relief of Pipkin. Maybe I should just stay off this game. The Tiger Cats are going to have Simone Lawrence on the field. He was suspended by the league for 2 games. Dangerous hit on Caleros in the season opener, but he's appealing the suspension. Young Suave says, Jimmy, do you like USA Today? I just haven't been capping the Women's World Cup enough, Young Suave. I'd rather these guys, Tomor and these guys, give you the insight on that because I just don't feel comfortable that I could lead you in the right direction. And Big Boss giving out a shout out to Joe and Nisi, who won the Big Boss competition last week. But the contest moving up. And have over 165 people in it right now. We need more. So I guess I also feel like that these totals are just sky high and that under 57.5 would be a look, but it's already up to 58 on BetOnline. I guess I just need more time on this. Eddie Euler leaning Al's Tiger Cats over 57. Chris Postal says, Jimmy, I'm out for the day. Just want to tell you, very kind of you, my guy. Thank you, Chris Postal. It means so much. Can you pop up my CFL record quickly, Rafa, before we bang out? So you guys see it all the time. Just so the transparency and honesty and all that. So coming off that win on the Eskimos team, total under 25.5 yesterday. I'm going to take more time with the Alouettes, Tiger Cats. But I certainly feel like the Alouettes, with this week to prepare for the Tiger Cats and watching the Tiger Cats completely destroy the Argos, it could be a situation where Argos are fat and happy. The Tiger Cats are fat and happy. I really do. Shadow is on the over 57. Interesting. Well, if it goes over 57, then the Tiger Cats are going to win. And if the Alouettes weren't missing some of these defenders, I'd be on them right now. So then we have a big WNBA card to cap, and we'll just have to do that on the late show. We do have some information from our guys. Tomarino says, I think there's good value on the Storm and leaning over in the Sky game. Let's take a look at just the market moves because I know we've gone long here. So if you wanted the Storm, wow, that over's gone up 5 points, for 4 points, 3.5 points. So it's already moved up to 155. So I'm not going to take that, but I'm sure Tomor got on that early. And then if you want the Storm straight up, they've gone from 4 to 3.5 down to 3 at Heritage. So the market moving in the Sky's direction. Then we have the Fever Mercury. We do know that Tarasi is being downgraded. So it looks like she won't be in the lineup. The total opened up at 155. It's now 153. Mercury still 5.5 point favorites over the Fever. And then we have the Wings team that hasn't won on the road all year going up against the Liberty. Liberty now 4 point favorites at most books, but Pinnacle still hanging the 3.5. I'm going to need... Jonathan Succi said, first time watching CFL last night. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to finally watch football again, but it just isn't the same. I hear you, Jonathan Succi. 3 downs, wide field. The fuck, we love it up north, and we eat the shit up. But keep watching. Jonathan, we need more fans. Rockstar, Cubs money line. Cubs first 5 money line. Dodgers first 5 run line. Nats money line. There's our guy, Rockstar. Eddie Euler, Nats, Cubs, Dodgers parlay. Doug Barnhouse saying the USA keeper scares me. Chance Mundorf says, only game I stayed away in CFL is tonight, but I do like the under. I'm with you, Chance. I'm with you. But with seeing Shadow on the over, the guy's 8-0 so far to start the season. That concerns me. I mean, if it goes over, then the Alouettes are going to lose badly. And they've had a week off, right? They had their bye week early, so and then they watched the Ticats completely destroy the Argos, so they look and see what was working for the Ticats. Thomas says, I'd lean Dallas back to the WNBA. Dallas been playing better with young players, getting more time with Diggins out. I like the way Dallas looks. We're going to cap all these games, break down all these games on the late show. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our guest, DJ Big Boss. Ron Crawford's spreadsheet plays Washington 71%, 61% Cubs, Dodgers, Cleveland, and 63% Mets. Rich Ramirez, Atlanta, first 5 team total over 1.5, and says Atlanta's his play of the day. And Rod Zawacki's 10-unit spot is the same as Big Boss's first 5 under 5 in that Padres Cardinals game. And the Gypsy play of the day from our guy Drew Daddy, Cubs minus 1.5. Thank you, guys. Let's get more work done in the afternoon and come and hammer the Friday Late Show where Donnie Rightside will be joining us, we will have a video from the fight analyst. Much love to all you guys. Most importantly, though, let's fucking Leche, hey, those bookmakers!